I'll tell you the story of John Henry Faulk. I'll tell you of his trials and the troubled trail he walked. And I'll tell you of the tyrants, the ones you never see. Murder is the role they play and hatred is their fee. On the TV and the radio, John Henry Faulk was known. He talked to many thousands with a mind that was his own. But he could not close his eyes when the list were passed around, so he tried to move the Union to tear the blacklist down. His friends, they tried to warn him he was heading for a fall. If he spoke against the blacklist, he had no chance at all. But he laughed away their warnings and he laughed away their fears, for how could lies destroy the work of many honest years? Then slowly, oh so slowly, his life began to change. People would avoid his eyes, his friends were acting strange. And he finally saw the power of the hidden poison pen when they told him that his job was through, he'd never work again. And he could not believe what his sad eyes had found. He stared in disbelief as his world come tumbling down. And as the noose grew tighter, at last the trap was clear. For every place he turned to go, that list would soon be there, oh, that list. And is there any bottom to the fears that grow inside? Is there any bottom to the hate that you must hide? And is there any end to your long road of despair? Is there any end to the pain that you must bear? His wife and children trembled, the time was running short, when a man of law got on their side and took them into court. And there upon the stand they could not hide behind their lies, and the cancer of the fascist was displayed before our eyes. Hey, you blacklist, seen what you have done. I've seen the men you've ruined and the lives you tried to run. But the one thing that I've found is the only ones you spare are those that do not have a brain or those that do not care. And you men who point your fingers and spread your lies around, you men that left your souls behind to drag us to the ground, you can put my name right down there, I will not try to hide, for if there's one man on the blacklist, I'll be right there by his side. For I'd rather go hungry and beg upon the street than earn my bread on dead men's souls and crawl beneath your feet. And I will not play your haters' game and hate you in return, for it's only through the love of man the blacklist can be burned. For it's only through the love of man the blacklist can be burned.
It calls the commies evil when they're just misunderstood. Abolish, 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 abolish. That Birch Committee called the UEC. It investigates the Nazis and it asks about the commies. Did you ever hear of such brutality? It was used by Richard Nixon. Alger Hiss, our hero, he said so on ABC. Abolish, 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 abolish. That Birch Committee called UEC. Now it calls the Reds destructive. They're not that at all. They're actually very constructive. Take a look at the Berlin Wall. Abolish, 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 abolish. That Birch Committee called UEC. Help abolish this committee, win freedom for yourselves. Then we'll abolish Congress and set up our commie cells. Oh, we'll execute the Birchers and take right guard off the shelves. Abolish, 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 abolish. That Birch Committee called UEC. This is the ballad of Harry Pollitt, an English communist, and the only communist in history who went to heaven. Harry Pollitt was a worker, he was one of Lenin's lads, till he was foully murdered by those counter-revolutionary cads. Counter-revolutionary cads. Counter-revolutionary cads. Till he was foully murdered by those counter-revolutionary cads. Well, he drifted up to heaven, he reached the gates with ease. Said, may I speak with Comrade God? I'm Harry Pollitt, please. I'm Harry Pollitt, please. I'm Harry Pollitt, please. Said, may I speak with Comrade God? I'm Harry Pollitt, please. Who are you? Said St. Peter. Are you humble and contrite? I'm a friend of Lady Astor's. Well, okay, that's quite all right. Well, okay, that's quite all right. Well, okay, that's quite all right. You're a friend of Lady Astor's. Well, okay, that's quite all right. So they put him in the choir, but the hymns he did not like. So he organized the angels and he let them out on strike. He let them out on strike. He let them out on strike. He organized the angels and let them out on strike. One day when God was walking around heaven to meditate, well, who should he see but Harry chalking slogans on the gate? Chalking slogans on the gate. Slogans on the gate. Who should he see but Harry chalking slogans on the gate? They brought him up to trial before the Holy Ghost. He was charged with spreading disaffection amongst the heavenly host. Amongst the heavenly host. Amongst the heavenly host. He was charged with spreading disaffection amongst the heavenly host. The verdict, it was guilty. Harry said all well. He tucked his nightie round his knees and he drifted down to hell. Yeah, he drifted down to hell. He drifted down to hell. He tucked his nightie round his knees and he drifted down to hell. Now 7 long years have passed and Harry's doing swell. He's just been named First People's Commissar of Soviet Hell. Commissar of Soviet Hell. Commissar of Soviet Hell. Oh, he's just been named First People's Commissar of Soviet Hell. Now the moral of my story is easy for to tell. If you're gonna be a Bolshevik, you'll have to go to hell. Yes, you'll have to go to hell. You'll have to go to hell. If you're gonna be a Bolshevik, you'll have to go to hell.
Say there, young fella. Would you like to help save your country from the conspiracy of Hubert Humphrey and the corporate entities? Would you like to end the war in Vietnam and help the communists take over Thailand? Well, if you would, you belong in the Students for a Democratic Society. Join the SDS. Oh, we'll canonize Algiers. Join the SDS and learn to love the communists. Oh, they're the soiled young men who fight for liberty. They know all the 4-letter words except SOAP. Join the SDS. Oh, we'll canonize Algiers. Join the SDS and learn to love the communists. Now Dr. Spock is with them, that I'm gladly for. No other protest movement needs a baby Dr. Moore. Join the SDS. Oh, we'll canonize Algiers. Join the SDS and learn to love the communists. Now when it comes to student groups, my personal choice is, yeah, they're anti-communistic. And besides, they take baths. Join the SDS. Oh, we'll canonize Algiers. Join the SDS and learn to love. We'll kiss them out the communists. talking the blues. Ooh, about the New York Times. The editors of the New York Times will be in there. Quite a bunch of clever fellows, I hear. All the news that's fit to print. Unless, of course, it's anti-communist. Hey, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. When I read the New York Times, I get to wishing that Gutenberg fella had minded his own business. He shouldn't have been messing around in his cellar like that. For instance, did you see what was on the front page the other day? Professor Stanley Spurba called Barry Goldwater a big finger. Hey, the ADA blew up the Statue of Liberty. Let's see, that was on page 106. Column B, I think. Hey, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. Now, when it comes to reporting rallies, well, the liberals get page 1. They're fair to the conservatives, though. You can read all about their rallies down there next to the obituaries. Yeah, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. And then there's the New York Sunday Times. Where else could you buy 12 pounds of excellent fire feeder, or 12 pounds of censored news for 50 cents? Hey, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. It's quite a newspaper. One thing I'd like to say before I get going, and that is I wish those folks would go and change their slogan. How about all the news that fits we print embellished with a pinkish tint? I'll just have to take up reading the Washington Post, I think. Hey, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. Well, I'm singing the blues. Ooh, about the New York Times. It's quite a tabloid. Hey, I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. I'm talking the blues about the New York Times. Talking the blues about the New York Times.